Alright, everybody, welcome to the Truax Truck Series. Live from Martinsville for the West Virginia 100. Garrett Jenkins up in the booth bringing you action for tonight. And, folks, it's going to be a wild one, it's going to be a long one, and we are going to be set. As right now, the points coming into tonight. We'll have them updated in a minute, but three drivers separated by 16 points. Casey Sprinkle holds the points lead over Carson Kenny and Shane Harr. Carson out by 6, Harr out by 16. 5 drivers mathematically eligible still: Travis Farmer, Blake Bozell. We're going to try and get a word with all the drivers going forward. Let's actually get a word with the points leader, as a matter of fact, before we get going here. Casey Sprinkle, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, 6 points separate you from Carson Kenny. 16 separate you from Shane Harr, last week's winner. We're coming to a wild place like this. Love the new paint job, by the way, but we're coming to, honestly, the next big wild card as the season winds down. Is tonight more about trying to get all the points you can muster, or just try to survive tonight?
Kind of both. New track to me for the trucks. I've never raced here actually in any NASCAR, so I'm also trying to learn it a little bit. So hopefully I can stay in good enough to get some good points, and also like you said, survive. But strategy is gonna play a factor here as well. So hopefully I get the right strategy as well.
Well, buddy, I won't keep you very long because qualifying's coming up. But hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yeah, thank you, Garrett.
Yep. He's with the Jack Shack. Was with the Jack Shack. Oh, being joined in the booth by Hunter Rozelle. Hunter, Garrett Jenkins up in the booth. Got a coffee, buddy?
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to a track that you probably is not one of your favorites, to say the least, but right now, got a lot of work to do with a handful of races left. What is tonight going to be more about for the driver of the number 19 going forward?
Well, I really don't know. I mean, right now I'm trying to join it, and it's just telling me I can watch, like I can't race in it, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. So I guess I'm missing tonight, which kind of sucks. I like Martinsville. I always finish pretty good here, so.
You ought to be able to join in practice. Just try it again real quick. See what you get here.
No, I'm still watching it.
All right. Well, shit. Well, right now, Casey Sprinkle, Shane Harr, Ben Knert, third quickest of the road course ringers for tonight. Try to get a word with a couple more drivers after the qualifying lap's done. Next on deck, Blake Bozell comes into the night 58 points out of the points lead. This will be probably, so more like it'll be a make or break for Blake, as well, pretty much one bad mistake for Blake Bozell and it can go all wrong in a heartbeat. So we're going to try to get this up as right now qualifying starts. And see if it pops up. Oh, and Blake's going to loop it around. There you see it, top 6 entering tonight. And right now, Shane Hart top of the board with a 20.31. Shane Hart, of course, enters tonight 16th in the points. Looking for a big turnaround. And Hart off of turn number 4. He will try his third lap across the line. Even quicker by 100th of a second. 20.310 right now. Caswell, Canert, Devin McDonald, Travis Farmer, Jason Williams, Hayden Williams, Alan Wild, Blake Bozell, Landon Velicky to top 10. Ethan Sikorsky on track in the 24 machine. 13th quickest on his first lap. This will be the second. Sikorsky up to 5th. Casey Sprinkle jumps up to the 4th spot. So you can't get a word with a couple other drivers right now on the crisp of tonight. Let's start with the driver who right now is going to be a massive underdog in all this. Carson Kenny, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Well, right now, 14th quickest on the speed chart with a 20.613. But the name of the game tonight will be survival. As I'm pretty sure that's on everybody's mind. 6 points separate you and Casey Sprinkle in the championship. Shane Hart breathing down both your necks. What do you prioritize tonight? Speed and trying to get to the front, or just try to survive and play it easy for the majority of the night?
I mean, it's tough, right? Because, I want to go up there, lead some laps. I haven't gotten the chance to do that. But at the same time, the way I look at it is to lead laps first, you have to survive, especially when you're starting in the middle of the pack. So the plan is to, slowly work our way up. We've been pretty good at doing that this season, quietly just moving our way up and being there when it matters. So we're going to go ahead and try and do that, and then hopefully by the end of it, we'll be up there, maybe able to lead some laps, maybe take home a checkered flag.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yeah, see what happens.
Yes, sir. So Carson Kenny second in the points, but right now 14th on the board. Trevor Wilson on the track. 19th quickest for Wilson. Saved it. So can't talk to another driver real quick before we get going. Blake Buzzsaw Bozell. Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Got a copy.
Well, tonight, I think it goes as followed. Tonight can be either a make or break portion of the season. Out by 58 points as we get set to go green here, so I won't keep you very long, but 58 points. The max you can get is 62 in a Truex Truck Series event. Do you feel like that is exactly what it is, a make or break for the number 11 team?
No, I think this is just going to be a survival race, kind of watching how practice was going and people kind of just, going in a little too hot and sliding out. So I think if we can just stay off of that outside line and not get, picked off by some guys driving too deep into the turns, we'll survive. And once again, I think this is like 3 or 4 tracks now where our motto has just been hang around, survive, and then look for a good finish in the last, quarter of the race. So we'll see where we end up.
Well, last question before I let you out of here. Where's your brother at? He all right tonight?
He's on the road. But shout out to Claire and Clark Bozell. They're watching this one.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing, and hopefully can say you live another day to stay in the championship fight.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Buzz all out.
Yes, sir. So there you see top 6 in the points. We'll expand it as the race goes on. But right now, before we do anything, starting lineup for tonight goes as followed. Mike Hauser on the front row next to Shane Hart. These two at epic battle last week in Indianapolis. Ben Canert, Garrett Caswell rolls off from row number 2. Casey Sprinkle, Ethan Sikorsky rolls off from row 3. Row 4, the Carolina Crown winner Devin McDonald versus The Jack Shack leader, Trevor Asronoff. Jason Williams, Stephen Henning Jr. rolls off from the top 10 spots. Round out the fast 12, Hayden Williams, Alan Wild. Blake Boswell, Carson Kenny, 5th and 2nd in the points. Needing a good run tonight. Landon Velikey, Travis Farmer. Farmer won them looking to keep his championship hopes alive. Brent Hammerhand, Justin Millicar will be doing double duty tonight. Trevor Wilson, Bobby Hadaway rolls off for row number 10. David McCullough, Joshua Cross, row 11. Darcy Harris, Shane Johnson rolls off for row number 12 and round out the field. Matt Morrison trying to get back into the championship conversation. Well, tonight, folks, it's probably going to be wild. It's probably going to be wild. It's going to be interesting to say the least. And we may be pacing for a little while, but we'll wait and see how it plays out. Appreciate all the viewers tuning in. Appreciate the Truax for being the sponsor of the Truax Truck Series. For all your looking to take your iRacing league to the next level, Truax is your #1 stop for all promotional. And they are the proud sponsor of the Raging Idiot Racing League Truax Truck Series. Well, you mentioned it last week. 2 Inspired Cup Series champion, the only 2 as of right now. A Thriller and Indy, and they'll be starting 1-2 tonight. Hauser, Har, we're rolling from Martinsville. So far, so good down the back straightaway. Hauser jumping up to the early advantage. Garrett Caswell. Oh, it's going to move Shane R. And around goes Ben Kennert. Watering them up. Hayden Williams, big one on lap 1 already. Ben Kennert, Hayden Williams, Trevor Wilson, David McCullough back in there. Remember what I said, patience tonight was going to be a virtue. And already under caution for the first time tonight. We'll see what happens. I should go on board with it from the far chase. Well, Caswell goes into the corner. Bumps Shane Har out the way, and then from there, just everybody stacks up. Ben Kennert goes around. Casey Sprinkle into the back of Kennert. Well, I really don't think, for what it's worth, Casey could really do anything. See everybody else trying to stop up. And first caution of the night comes early on lap number 1. The big issue is you get damaged early in this race. You know, you're practically stuck with it for the rest of the race. It's going to be extremely difficult to try and fix damage on a short track like this. But again, it boils down to the patience game. Is really what it boils down to, and saw it right there, but nonetheless. Re-racket here. Hauser and Caswell first and second. Shane Horst, Sikorsky, McDonald, Casey Sprinkle, Adronoff, Jason and Hayden Williams, and Alan Wild. Your top 10 as we get back to get set to go back running here at Martinsville. We're rolling again. Try it one more time. Caswell not going on to start. Shane Har immediately back up to second. Evan McDonald trying to get around Caswell for the third spot. Oh, one car! Jason Williams saves it! Hell of a save by Williams. Sends it under Casey. Able to get around him. Right now, the points leader running 8th in that number 59 machine. Right now as it runs, as far as your top 3, 2nd, 8th, and 13th. That would be, of course, Shane Harr, Casey Sprinkle, and Carson Kenny. The top 3 separated by just 16 points with 6 races remaining in the season. Right now, Mike Hauser, Shane Harr, the front 2. Caswell sells back into the third spot. Devin McDonald, Trevor Asronoff. Jack Shack's own, actually the leader of the Jack Shack, up to the 5th spot. Rest assured, Astronaut will play a role in this. And I'll tell you, I love Trevor Astronaut. I do. He's one of the most outspoken people in the Money Racing League, but also, you know, one of the ones, he won't race you dirty or nothing like that. And right now, he is up to the 5th spot. Sikorsky right behind him in 6th. This is the battle for 5th, as a matter of fact. Well, much different track than what we saw in practice. Over 120-degree track temp in practice. As the sun goes down, the track will cool off. Right now, 93 degrees. Track temp as we stand, it's only going to get tighter again as the sun goes down. Well, also be a tire saving thing. As you see, Blake Bozell running right now in the 10th spot. Of course, one of them has to have a perfect race. Matter of fact, the 2 drivers needing a perfect race to stay in the conversation is, of course, Blake Bozell and Travis Farmer, who runs right now 14th in that number 9 machine. Both of them needing perfect races, barely in the championship conversation, with only about a handful of races left. But you also got guys who are needing to get back in to the points. And I say that, we're actually going to now show you the top 10 in the points coming into tonight. And right now, all these drivers who are in this race, 89 points. The max you can get is 62 in a Truex Truck Series event. Well, there you see Cade Kennett only out by 9, who I do not believe is here tonight, nor is Tyler Stone, but Mike Hauser trying to get back into the hunt. Alan Wild, one of the most consistent drivers of the year, has ran into a bit of a rough patch as the season started. Well, not started, but started Nashville with a DNF, then Bristol, then Atlanta. It has knocked Alan Wild right now out of the championship conversation. One of them, he's needing a hell of a run tonight to get back in it. Right now, 10th, as right now Garrett Caswell has ran down the top 2, Shane Hart and Mike Hauser. Well, you also got to wonder, how is Shane going to react to the lap 1 incident with the 17? As you're right on board with last week's winner, Garrett rolling the corner good. Shane able to get the drive off the corner. Well, right now, Darcy Har going 1 lap down. Oh, gets into Garrett Caswell a little bit. That's fine. Still good. Will cost Garrett just a little bit of time. Sikorsky up to the 4th spot. Addernoth has dropped to 6 right now. Biggest movers since the start: Shane Johnson, Landon Velicky up 5. Bobby Hadaway, Alan Wild, Travis Farmer. They're your biggest movers so far. It really has been Mike Hauser who has led all 23 laps so far, about to make it 24. Fastest lap of the race, Garrett Caswell with a 19.71. But a big thing, you look at right now, 24 laps into a run, you're going to be looking at the fastest 5 for 5. 5-lap average as this run goes on. And right now it is Shane Hoare and Mike Hauser the fastest ones, along with Sikorsky, Caswell, and Bobby Hadaway. Well, we say that. David McCullough goes a lap down. Hauser looks to his inside. McCullough might try to fight it. Nope. Ain't going to be able to. Well, Mike Hauser starting to pull away just a little bit, half second. Shane Howard having to deal with Garrett Caswell. Trying to deal with him. Caution. One car up in the wall, Trevor Wilson. And we are under caution for a second time tonight on lap 28. Now let's see what happened to the driver of the 87 for NSR. Locks it up, gets loose, just slides it up the track, comes to a stop. And of course, iRacing cautions is on, so some of these cautions for something like that will be thrown. And it comes at the end of about a 24, 25 lap run. Shane Hart in this time. Oof, this is going to be questionable. So Shane R will surrender track position. We're going to see if he takes tires here. Okay, so they're going to go around on the rights. Oh, he's going to take 4 out of this deal. All right, they're down and away. So the pit stop gamble playing off. Well, at the front, it'll be Mike Hauser, Garrett Caswell, Sikorsky, Addernoth, Alan Wild. The top 5. Jason Hayden Williams, Bobby Hadaway, Justin Millicar, Stephen Henning Jr. Inside the top 10. Shane Hard, Devin McDonald, Velicky, Bozell, Casey Sprinkle. Your top 15. Carson Kenny, Joshua Cross, Ben Kennert, Farmer, Shane Johnson, the top 20. Brent Hammerhand, 21st. Darcy Har, 1 lap down in 22nd. David McCullough and Trevor Wilson, both 2 laps down. Matt Morrison not making the field for tonight. All right. We're rolling again. Darcy R, black flag. Don't know if it'll be cleared or not. Had to wait and see. Caswell. Try getting to the bottom. Sikorsky blocks him off. Well, this time Caswell will get to the bottom. The back bumper to the back of the 24 from the 89. Caution. Damn it. Stephen Henning Jr., Ben Knert, and others. That Blake Bozell involved in that? Yep. Damn it, man. Under caution again. See what happens. Just a check-up effect. Sprinkle into the back of Bozell. Wads him up. Right on. Go with the far chase cam on Blake Bozell. Yep, sprinkle. Carson Kenny gets a piece of this. Stephen Henning Jr. a piece of this. And just like that, under caution for a third time tonight with 146 laps to go. You can't get a word with old Mike. Well, you can get a word with Mike Hauser real quick. Mike Hauser, so far so good. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir, Garrett. What's going on?
Not a whole lot, of course. Led every lap so far tonight, minus a couple cautions here and there. Really, what is the challenging aspect you're finding with this track? How's the handling for this track going right now compared to what we might have seen during the daytime in practice?
Yeah, honestly, the challenge has been handling and kind of trying to gauge and judge where it's going to be and trying to plan accordingly. Track temp was 130 degrees in practice and dropped about 85 for the race. So I was trying to figure out what brake bias I wanted to run. In those first couple restarts, I won't lie, it was pretty sketchy getting in the corner. So just been trying to stay on top of that, trying not to burn the tires up too much, and managing the lap cars. So I think we can keep doing that. I think we'll be in contention for the win tonight here.
Well, buddy, best of luck tonight. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you, Garrett. Me too.
Yes, sir. So Mike Hauser gets set to go. Back to the green flag. Hauser, Caswell, Sikorsky. Trevor Astronaut, Allen Wild. We're rolling. Oh! Astronaut spun the tires. There they go. Trying to find who all's wrecked. Jason Williams. Alan Wild, maybe he got a piece of this. The Jack Shack. Issues on on the restart. So Avernoff spun the tires. Oh! Veliki gets a piece of this. Shane Har a piece of this. Trap blocker. Trap blocker and a heartbreaker. Adonai, yeah, just spins the tires. In the Allen Wild. Man. A couple of drivers coming in this time. Landon Veliki is in. Veliki, Shane Howard, Justin Millicor, Hayden Williams. Well, we knew this coming in, that this track was going to be a wild card. And wild it has become. As fourth caution of the night with 140 to go. But this, folks, will be the last short track on the schedule. Because next week, we're in Fort Worth, Texas. And then, of course, the month of May starts the road to the championship. May 1st, Talladega. May 8th, Lime Rock. May 15th, Darlington. May 22nd, Auto Club. And then the 29th will be championship night, where we will crown the first ever Raging Idiot Racing League Truax Truck Series champion. That is the remaining portion of the schedule, with 6 races remaining after tonight. Well, Texas will be Texas. That's gonna be a hell of a race. Talladega will be yet another wild card for the drivers trying to keep their championship hopes alive. We're rolling again. Alan Wyatt up to the 3rd spot, him and Caswell. But remember, a little bit of issues between these two with Nashville. So, Hauser, Caswell, Alan Wild, Devin McDonald, Bobby Hadaway. Your top 5. Sun ever so slightly dipping down below the West Virginia mountains. Right now, reiterate the biggest movers of the race so far. Caution is out again. Ethan Sikorsky around. Gets the bat rolling. Ben Knertz. Wild night continues. Casey Sprinkle as well gets involved in this. All right. See what happens. Oh, David McCullough into the back of Sikorsky, and around they go. Casey a little bit of damage, no harm, no foul. 133 to go. Well, still to come tonight. Midnight Racing League Contender Series returns after a thrilling battle at Daytona last week. The Contender Series rolls into the Magic City. And of course, that will be at midnight as they'll go battle battling tonight in Atlanta. Old Atlanta, by the way. Not the Super Speedway Atlanta. And of course, that is following the Truax Truck Series race tonight, live on PGR. Because that's what we plan it on being. Well, Hauser Caswell, we're going to try this one again. rolling. Right now, Hauser gets away. Right now, further back through the field. Now, Bobby Hadaway up 15 spots where he started at night. That number 52 machine. Landon Veloki. Another one of them. Right now, up 6 spots from where he started, running 9th. Right now for the Jack Shack. But right now, top part of the top 3 in the points. Right now, running 13th and 14th. Shane Harris trying to make up the ground. Casey Sprinkle right behind him. Carson Kenny up to 8th. Caution is out again. Trevor Astronaut involved in this one, and we'll go back and see what happened to put us under caution for the 6th time tonight. Oh, Trevor Wilson into the back of Astronaut. God almighty. You can't talk to the Jack Shack. Trevor Astronaut, been a rough night. What you say?
Jim Bob, did you just see what I saw?
Yeah.
It was Trevor on Trevor violence out here at old Trevinville. This is crazy. These jokers think that they could come out here to old Trevorville and put a whooping on your boy. That's not gonna happen. And then I was just riding, drinking a beer, having a good time, talking to the boys. And then Trevor, who is me, and also another Trevor, just missed the corner. I am appalled. This is probably the best thing that's ever happened all week. So, yeah.
I was not expecting that to go that way, but then again, no offense, I don't know what to really expect with you on some occasions. But I got to say, real quick before I let you get back going here, tonight's obviously been rough. Can you, like, you're pulling double duty tonight. What can we possibly expect later on with midnight coming up?
A whole lot of nothing. You're going to see me right about 15th in the back, logging laps, and hopefully they all die and I make it through and get me a dang top 5 or something. That's what I'm planning on this one, too. This is the same plan, but I think it's going to work out a little bit better. So that's the goal for tonight in Atlanta. 2 of my favorite tracks, Atlanta and then here at Martinsville. I love Martinsville. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I might go out. I got a little invite from a lady. So I might go out to do that too. So we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah.
Depends how this one goes, and depends how that goes, and the depends is also a diaper that you wear. So yeah, we'll see how it goes at the end of the race, babe.
All right, buddy. Best of luck here for the restart.
Yes, sir.
My Hauser, Gary Caswell brings us down for the start. We're rolling again from Martinsville. Hauser with a clean jump. Devin McDonald to the bottom of Caswell. Caswell's going to get to run off the corner. We'll try a single file out here. Oh, Bobby Hadaway in the freaking Allen Wild. Hadaway goes around. And we're under caution again. Well, we saw that one real time. Hadaway clipping the. Excuse me, folks. I apologize. Clipping the turtle. Little curb right there. Gets loose in the McDonald. Goes around. Brent Hammerhand knocked him sideways. We're under caution yet again. Well, we got a moment in the action here, and I'm about to surprise him. Well, we got a quick moment. Anthony Ludy, Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
I got you, brother.
Well, for everybody that does not know, this is Anthony's first night on the job as race control, and buddy, he is getting his money's worth tonight. As we go forward, you know what? Can we kind of expect kind of the same thing, or do you feel like we'll try to get a long green flag run here? And really, first night as race control, what is your thoughts?
Honestly, that first stint was really good, man. That first green flag run there, I'm like, man, I'm going to have an easy night. I'm just going to sit back and, enjoy the race. But chaos ensues here at Martinsville. It never fails. Cautions breed cautions. We all know that. And but, man, you know what? It's my first night on the job, man. Just got to enjoy it and do it with a smile, baby. Come on.
Well, buddy, best of luck from here on out. Appreciate you jumping on with the Raging Idiot crew. And hopefully it might be easier on you next week at Texas.
Oh, it will be. Hey, I got faith in these guys. We should be done here shortly. I think we got a long green flag run coming.
All right, buddy. I'll let you get back to your race control duties. Appreciate your time tonight.
Yes, sir.
Tariq Rackett, Hauser, Caswell, Devin McDonald, Allen Weil, Carson Kenny right now in fifth. And his championship rivals sits 9th and 16th as we get ready for the restart. We're rolling. Caswell spins the tires. McDonald clear to second. Slip up for Garrett Caswell. Right now he'll be side by side with the driver second in the points, Carson Kenny. But our single fat out now. How about Blake Bozell? The buzzsaw up to the 5th spot, trying to keep his championship hopes alive. Contact with Allen Wild. Sikorsky going to try to fill that gap. 3 wide off of turn number 2. Shane Har up to the 7th spot. Right now, four tires that he took a while back. Working out great for the driver to 21. Well, pit stop report. There you see it. Devin McDonald, 1 minute, took tires. 37 laps to go, took 4 tires. Shane Hart, 19 laps. Strategy playing a factor right now. Right now, trying to get underneath Travis Farmer right now. Caution is out again. David McCullough, Stephen Henning Jr. come together. 8th caution of the night. See what happens. David just loops it around. No harm, no foul. 8th caution of the night. Darcy Horror will be the free pass. Allen Wild coming into the pits. I think Wild's one of them. Allen Wild's one of them. He has not pitted yet, well, up until now. Mike Hauser stays out. Hauser right now might be the smartest man. Well, again, we knew tonight was going to be like this to a degree. This is Martinsville, and this is one of the reasons that it was actually put on the schedule to be a wild card. The strategy with this schedule, it has a few easy points at the start of the season, but as we get closer, it gets harder. Texas next week, Talladega, Lime Rock, Darlington, Auto Club, Homestead. The remaining schedule in each one is going to test these drivers to the ragged edge. Can't talk to Alan Wild real quick. Well, we'll talk to him and we'll talk to Alan Wild here momentarily, as a matter of fact. We're rolling again. Better launch for Caswell. Devin McDonald trying to try to hold that top side about as good as he can. Mike Hauser slips away 0.3 of a second. And we're under caution. Ben Kennard, Joshua Cross. No. Oh, really? What happened here? Oh, converted into the back car. Now, something else happened prior to that. Something else that happened. Oh, was that Neko? No, Veliki and Sikorsky come together. Oh! Sikorsky hard into the wall. 106 laps to go, and buddy, it's been gonna be a long one. Oh, let's see if we can't talk to Alan Wild. Alan Wild, Gary James up here, broadcast blue guy copy, buddy.
How you doing?
Well, we getting there, by God, but been a bit of a rough night, but nonetheless, I got to ask, was this a strategy call to try to take the 4 tires for the 33 caution over the last caution, or was it pretty much just see what happens from here on out?
Well, I certainly didn't want to be back this far in the field. Track position's key here, but the guys that pitted on that initial first caution on lap 30, they all had tires and they were all on me, so I was starting to slide back. I've got some damage from the 89, spinning his tires on the outside and then getting hit up the track, so just trying to hang on to it and avoid the chaos and work my way back up in front.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck from here on out. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you at the end of this thing.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. All right, Hauser, Caswell, Carson Kenny, Blake Boswell, Travis Farmer, Shane Hart, Casey Sprinkle, Shane Johnson, Joshua Cross, Ben Kennert. The top 10. Folks, let's try it again. Hopefully, try to sell it to a green flag run here. Oh, Caswell again with the tires. He slammed Carson Kenny. That's going to cost Kenny 6, 7, 8 spots. So Kenny sells back into 5th, but Shane Har now up to the 4th spot. Damn it, caution out again. Another big one. Hayden Williams on his roof. How in the hell does that happen? Unknown. Travis Farmer, Casey Sprinkle. Alright. See what happens. Alright, well, this is something else. So Ben Knert here. Joshua Cross over the back of Knert finally gets him around. Unknown what that was about. Alan Wild. Just talking to him. Damn it. Well, evidently patience was thrown out the window for the night. Oh, Lord. Talk to Shane Harr. Shane Harr, been a rough night in the office. You got a coffee, buddy?
I do. What's up, man?
Lord have mercy. I don't know what we're hearing. I don't know what y'all hearing on the race chat, but wild night tonight. Took you a while after the first pit stop, but now back up inside the top 5. If this thing goes green for the last 100 laps, I hope. What can we expect? Being that Mike Hauser, being at the top 2 have not pitted. Blake Bozell on a 51 lap run, you a 33. What can we expect out of the 21 if it was to go green?
Well, if it was to go green, I'm going to be staying out, so I'm good to make it. So really, we'd hope it goes green from here. That'd be awesome, but judging by what's going on, it's not looking that way, is it?
No. Safe to say. No, it's not. I don't keep my mouth shut here for a moment, but buddy, I got to say, one last thing before we go. Right now, it has been a struggle for every guy in the points. One in front of you is fighting to keep his championship hopes alive. The other one behind you, ahead of you by 10 points. Casey Sprinkle right now mired deep in the field. I'm going to ask you this question real fast. Was this more of a survival race or just try to get everything you can?
Yeah, a little bit of both, honestly. It is 100% survival, and everybody's trying to get everything they can. We still got 100 laps left, which I don't get, but it's definitely a survival race. We've been damaged up. We got her fixed. We've been in the back. We've been at the front, so I like it better at the front, so let's try and stay there.
I don't blame you. Best of luck here, buddy.
Thanks, brother.
All right, Hauser Caswell again for the umpteenth time. Rolling again. Shane Johnson. Put it in the wall. No caution yet. Blake Bozell trying to hold back Shane Harr for the most part. Bozell sends it in a little bit harder than Shane. Right now, come on, man. Caution out again. Hayden Williams, Alan Wild, David McCullough. Darcy Harr as well. It's going to be a long admin meeting afterwards. What happened? So Steven and Alan Wild. Steven comes down in front of David McCullough. Yeah, Steven Henning towed it back to the pits. I think it's going to be night done for Steven Henning. Yep. Steven Henning will join Matt Morrison in the garage. Give me 1 second here, folks. All right, we're back live. From Martinsville, we're going to try this again. Hopefully for the last time. 92 laps to go, be 91 when they take the green flag. Carson Kenny. We'll call it a night. And Kenny's hopes. But that's actually, no, that's going to be big. That's going to be big. Carson Kenny done for the night. So, 23rd, this is going to kill him in the points. Big time. The only thing he can hope is now that Casey Sprinkle has a bit of a rough run. Try to minimize the damage the best that he can. All right, we're rolling again. Oh, for Pete's sake. Joshua Cross, Shane Johnson around. Look at this one. We're 90 down, 90 to go. We're at halfway. Velicky and Justin Millick are in this time. Well, folks, we're going to try this one more time. By God. We're rolling again. Shane Har underneath Caswell for the second spot. Took him almost 80 some odd laps. But Shane Har back in it. Damn it, caution again. A big one in turn number 3. Bickernert gets it rolling. It starts way up there. It starts Casey Sprinkle and him. Sprinkle trying to make it 3 wide. Gets Cunard in. I question that move. on Casey, but nonetheless. Well, Casey Sprinkle in the pit. Mike Hauser decided to pit it would give Shane Hart a lead. Mike Hauser has led every damn lap so far tonight, 96 total. Well, we're going to try it again. Shane Harr, Boswell, Astronaut, Brent Hammerhand, Devin McDonald, top 5. Jordan Wilson, Alan Wild. Bobby Hadaway, Ethan Sikorsky, Ben Kennert, the top 10. Let's try this again. Shane Harr with a good roll through the corner. Shane Harr leads over Blake Boswell, Astronaut, Devin McDonald, Brent Hammerhand again. Up inside the top 5. Great run for Hammerhand. He is side by side with Alan Wild. Mike Hauser trying to make his way through the field. Ethan Sikorsky around, and we're under caution again. Man. Oh well. I mean, what memo did we miss here? Well, go back and see what happened. Okay, that's our call that one actually. Well, my Hauser puts it underneath the 24. Caswell a little loose getting in. Hauser, okay, yeah, I can't call that one. Apologize about that. We're going to. Been a long night in the office. Well, we're going to try this again. Shane R., Blake Bozell. We're rolling again. Aeronaut underneath Bozell for the second spot. Get up there, TA. Side by side still for second. Shane Hart trying to check out. Half-second lead. Right now, it's Trevor and Blake still battling for the second spot. Bozell able to hold off Trevor Razornoth at bay. Oh, and Madone and Razornoth. And we're under caution again. For the umpteenth time, and Razornoth gets it rolling. God almighty. Saw that one coming. Yep, just a little bit of contact, and around goes Azronoth. Out of wild. This race is going to be blacklisted. Lord have mercy. Well, 18 laps to go, or looking at the wrong damn thing. 69, nice, laps to go from Martinsville. We had one long green flag run, but ever since then, it has been hell. Trevor Azronoth rolling out of the pits. I believe he'll be one lap down. Alright, let's try this again. 15th caution, hopefully it'll be the last one. Pray it is. 19 drivers left on the lead lap. We're rolling again. Mike Hauser to the bottom of Bozell. Right now, Hauser trying to hold strong against Blake. Buzzsaw trying to keep his title fight alive. David McCullough around, and we are under caution. Casey Spray. Oh! All right, so we got some hostilities going on, possibly. All right, what in the world has happened here? Casey turns Knert. then Joshua Cross, Meatball Flag, his night's done. Ethan Sikorsky and Casey Sprinkle come together. Lord have mercy. And then there's probably more. Oh, that's... Ben Knert showing his displeasure to the 59. Tempers are flaring at Martinsville, and rightfully so. Blake Bozel will finally surrender. He'll come in. Get right back here, folks. Alright. Sorry about that, folks. Missed the restart, but we're back. Har, Hauser, Caswell, Travis Farmer, Brent Hammerhead in your top 5. Oh! Caswell ships Hauser! And Mike Hauser's dominant night has came to an end. I mean, he didn't even give him a chance. Let's look at it here. Yep, all over the back bumper of the 43. Around they go. Garrett Caswell, drop it to the back. $60 to go. Well, we're going to try this again. The Lord have mercy, we've already tried it 17 times tonight. All right, Shane R. Farmer, Wild, Hammerhand, Sikorsky. We're rolling. Shane Hoare able to get out to a decent lead over Travis Farmer. Hammerhand and Wild side by side for the third spot. Oh my gosh. Caution out again, Garrett Caswell. Around. Or something. Well, actually, hold up. What's the deal here? Oh, my house. Well, hold up. Now, Blake. Hold on. Two sides to every story here. Hauser right there. Maybe paying off the favor from earlier. Blake Bozell, on the other hand. He just gets loose. I mean, wicked loose. Into the wall. And Mike Hauser to the back of Caswell. Lord have mercy. You can't get a word with. You cannot get a word with Brent Hammerhand through all this. Brent Hammerhand has been one hell of a night. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got it.
Well, right now, teammates, you and Shane Hart first and second. If this race is to go green, we hope. Really, how do you play this? First win versus your teammate who's in the points. How do we play this? How do we play this card?
Well, there's no way I'm keeping up with Shane. I already know that. But if I can get a second, I'm happy. We're just playing. Just run the race.
Yeah.
You gotta run your own. Especially here.
We ain't learned about that shit. Well, as for tonight, how do you not feel like you can't keep up with your own teammate? I give y'all I give y'all equal. I give equal amount of cars to everybody.
That boy's fast.
Yeah, he is. All right, yeah, he is. All right, yeah. Well, you're right. But, well, buddy, best of luck from here on out.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
You too, boss. So there's a third lane race in 1-2. Followed by Wild, Veliky, Sprinkle, Devin McDonald, Williams, Knert, Millicard, Trevor Wilson. The top 10. Let's try this again. Rolling. Right now, Hammerhand settles in the second. Hard rolling the bottom about as pretty as you please. Here comes Landon Veliky. I talked to Veliky before the race started. He said he hated this place. He did not know how to get around it right now. Veliky up to the third spot. Devin McDonald ship wide. Jesus Christ. Blake Bozell, Jason Williams have came together. Let's look at it under caution for the 19th time. Well, folks, not exactly how I envisioned this night going, to say the least. happened? Well, there we already did. Yeah, Boswell went to the back of Jason Williams. 48 to go. Let's talk to Laney. Let's talk to Laney Velicky here. Laney Velicky has been a hell of a night, buddy. You got what it takes to get to the front here. Knock off these two third lane racing boys.
Man,
I don't even want to talk about it.
I was told that I'm pretty sure I have the freshest tires up here by quite a bit. So, and when I say quite a bit, like 80 laps, which is good. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, I'm probably gonna wreck again. I fully expect that, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
We ain't gonna talk about it, but best of luck here. I'll let you get ready for this restart here and for the next one.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. All right. Har, Hammerhand, Velicky, Wild, Sprinkle, McDonald, Canert, Justin Millicar, Bobby Hadaway, Garrett Caswell. We're rolling. Take a 5-lap run. Didn't even get 5 feet. Sikorsky, Caswell again. Bobby Hadaway, who had a hell of a night going. Well, back at the restart. Okay, Justin spun his tires and Caswell tried to get out of the way. $41 to go. Bobby Hadaway's truck used up. He'll take the wave around. Try this again. Shane Har, Hammerhand, Velicky. We're rolling again. Hammerhand caught sleeping. Lady Velicky to the back of Shane Har. 4/10 of a second. Caution out. Sikorsky and Allen Wild. Safest. I'm glad this track's not returning back at the end of next season. I will say that. Look back at it. 3 wide. Sikorsky and Wild come together. Well, Shane Hart, I believe he came in the pit. He did. Astronaut black flag. So it'll be Landon Velicky leading. Casey Sprinkle to his outside. We're rolling again. Jack Shack, 1, 2, and 3. Velicky, Sprinkle, Millicar. And under caution again. Sorry, I dropped something, by the way. Hammer in hand. Bobby coming together. 3 wide again. Okay, yeah. Just everybody ran out of room. Darcy Harr into Sikorsky. Alright. We'll try this again. Veliky Sprinkle, bring us down for the start. We're rolling again. Sprinkle and Canert, contact again. I don't think. Oh, Melkar hard off the wall. Bozel all out of shape. He'll save it for now. Oh, boy. Big Canert around. Just loses it on entry, and yep. Gonna try this again. Oh, it's been a night from hell for everybody thus far. Veliky Sprinkle, Hauser McDonald, Justin Millicard top 5, Bozel, Caswell, Shane Johnson, Shane R, Hayden Williams, your top 10. Well, ain't nobody getting that bonus point for tonight. Give them 3 additional bonus points for a 0x. We are rolling. Mike Hauser underneath Casey Sprinkle. Right now, Veliky Sprinkle 1 and 2 down and back straight away. Hauser in third. McDonald, Millicard top 5. And we're under caution again. Blake Bozel involved in this one. Shane R. Garrett Caswell. Oh boy, tonight's gonna be a long one. Bozel went to the back of Millicard, gets it loose into the, gets Garrett Caswell involved in it. God Bozell's just going to trash it and wreck it. $19 to go. Right now, Landon Veliky. Hoping to win this one. Well, Blake Bozell done for the night. Oh boy. Alright, single file restarts. We're going to try this one. Race control, probably making a smart choice. Veliky will lead, 15 to go from Martinsville. $14 to go. Right now, Mike Hauser all over the back of Casey Sprinkle. Landon Veliky has checked out. Veliky trying to win for a second time in 3 weeks. Shane Harr, meanwhile, underneath Devin McDonald. This is for the 5th spot. The 4th spot, rather. Shane trying to get around his teammate. And he will successfully. 12 to go. Harr's coming, as is Mike Hauser. This is a 59. Landon Veliky pit at 59 laps to go. Sprinkle 71. Harr 42. Or Hauser 42. Shane Harr 25. At 11 to go. Sprinkle right now rolling that bottom. Of course, the points leader. Carson Kenny, 23rd. Chances are his championship hopes will take a massive hit tonight. Unless something happens to Sprinkle here in the next 9 laps. right now, Veliky got out to the front, talked to him earlier in the race, said he could not figure out this track to save his life. I don't think he had on his bingo cards to possibly, still not done, but possibly win this race. Right now, Hauser working all over Casey Sprinkle to gap 0.3 of a second. Caution. Alan Wild, Jason Williams. See what happens. Williams come down. Well, that was about as long as the green line run we've had in the last 100 or so laps. So we look at it here. Williams is already loose. Comes down. Alan Wild. Nowhere to go. They go around. 25th caution of the night. God almighty. Well, folks, for Landon Veliky, again, the winner from Michigan, trying to go 2 in a row, or win 2 times in 3 weeks. Of course, it was not the night Landon Veliky won it in Indianapolis. Trying to make up for that now. Behind him, the points leader, Casey Sprinkle. Carson Kenny will finish 23rd. After mechanical issues underneath the hood of the 8 machine will force Carson's, I believe, his only DNF of the season. And it could not have came at a worse time. Behind him, Mike Hauser trying to get back into the championship picture. Shane Hard, the gap was 16 points entering tonight. Between him and Casey Sprinkle, McDonald, the Carolina Crown winner. Let's try this again. 3 to go. Just need to make it 3 laps, boys. Hauser and Har side by side for the 3rd spot. Veliky sees 2 to go. Hauser shuts the door in front of Shane. White flag, 1 to go, finally, from Martinsville. What will Mike Hauser do? Veliky slips out to 0.4 of a second. Veliky practically has this one wrapped up. They're going to come off of turn 4. Landon Veliky will win, and Martinsville Sprinkle spins. He'll still get second at the line. Justin Millicar. Think tempers are boiling over. There'll be a Jack Shack 1-2. Thank God this is over. Well, for Landon Veliky, he'll walk out of here leading the final 37 laps. Let's go ahead and get a word with him. Landon Veliky, I don't even know what to say right now.
I don't either. I cannot believe I just won a race in Martinsville.
I cannot believe you won a race in Martinsville. Never mind. I'm going. Nah. We still got another one to go from Atlanta coming up here. Well, take us to the night, buddy. First off, if you were here, I'd offer you a Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of tonight's beer for the Truex Truck Series, and I feel like a lot of drivers are going to need one after tonight. Really, I'd ask you to walk us through it, but yeah, I'll ask anyway. Walk us through the night for the 62.
Man, I enjoyed it, to be honest. I enjoyed the race. I know there's a lot of cautions, but when you have a lot of cautions, that creates, some strategies to pop up, and that's exactly how I won this race, because me and Justin and Casey stayed out at one point, and we just never, we were able to keep the lead because of all the cautions. I feel like if we got like 10 laps into a run, it would have been a little harder to hold them off, but the tires cooled off so well under the cautions that you could kind of just go back to square one. And yeah, we won. You heard me in practice.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned it a couple times in the broadcast.
Dude, I was lost. Like, I'm not a short track guy. I'm okay at them, but especially flat short tracks, I just can't do them, dude. Well, and then I win Martinsville of all places in 110% horsepower.
I'll tell you one worse than damn Martinsville. That's Langley. I despise that track. I hate that track. No offense to any Langley promoters looking at this broadcast in the near future or nothing, but Jack Shack 1-2 finished tonight. I got to ask, winner tonight, can we see the first driver pull a double and take midnight tonight?
Okay, so now I'm not going to jinx myself, but
I have a little bit of confidence, though.
I'm very good at Old Atlanta. And that's the midnight race tonight, so it's possible. We will see. Yeah, I hope so. I'm more shocked. Like I was
you and me
19th
both.
in practice. 19th in practice. I could not go any faster than 19. And there was only 24 cars or 5, whatever it was. And I was like, yeah, this is. I genuinely said, you can ask Casey, because I think he was in there when you interview him. I was wanting to get crashed, like completely trashed early in the race, because I thought it was just going to be.
Yeah, you had 25 chances.
Yeah, 25 chances. And I did get wrecked a few times, but we came back and got the dub. I'm shocked. I got a smile on my face.
Oh, buddy. I won't. Excuse me again.
Hell yeah.
I won't keep you very long, we got one more to go. By God. Last question I got for you. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Man, I got to thank you for the broadcast. And I'll tell you who really needs a thank you is Anthony Ludi. I hope I said his name right. The new race control.
Yeah.
This was his first race. And his very first race, and I told him in the middle of the race, look, this is not normally how this league is. This is
no, it's like not.
But you could tell he was getting upset. He was like, man, y'all need to square this up. This is like lap 70-something. The bars close at 2 a.m. Y'all need to hurry up. We did not do that. And then we go single file restarts, which helped us in the end. That guaranteed us the win. And me and Casey were so happy about that. But yeah, dude, all the admins, everyone else like Shane and the others that run this league, you for broadcasting as well, Jack Shack and Casey Sprinkle especially. our honorary Jack Check driver for this league, who
Match made in heaven.
oh dude, I gotta hit. I won this race because of him. That's what it comes down to. I won that race because of him. He was trying to get to me, but he had some damage and like I think a tire disadvantage on me, and it wasn't really working. But he was able to hold on to second, so that's good. He's actually running for the points. Jeez. Mom and Dad for watching. We got us a dub. How about that? A little dub at a short track. I can't believe it. Can't believe it.
Well, there's a first for everything. Landon Velikis, your winner tonight from Martinsville. He will look in about an hour and a half to go 2 for 2 and be the first driver to attempt the sweep from the Truex Truck Series and the Midnight Racing League Contender Series. Best of luck to you, buddy. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of that one.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Casey Sprinkle not available at the moment. You know he'll come in second. Mike Hauser, Garrett James up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got a copy. You got a copy, buddy.
Yeah, I got a copy, all right. But take us through the night. Led 96 laps, most out of any driver. Will come home third tonight. Walk us through that, pretty much that race from the 43's perspective.
All right, well, I'm going to redact some info, bite my tongue on a lot of the...
Buddy, this is not like any other league. If you need to let off, go ahead and let off.
Garrett, that was one of the worst fucking races I've ever run in my life. I'm sorry, buddy. I tried.
Yeah, this track ain't coming back next season. I'll guarantee you that.
It's a good track. But yeah, we were super fast. I think we had probably the fastest truck. Like I said, led the most laps, started on pole. Didn't really get a lot of green flag runs in there, and I mean that's kind of couldn't really tell who was fast. Obviously, if you didn't get a lot of green flag runs in, but I felt like I was fast. I was able to manage lap traffic. I was able to stay there, and I mean part of it too was just track position. I was waiting to find a point to pit because tires weren't wearing that bad. I ran about 90 laps on my tires, and my right front was 88%. So, yeah. Like I said, I guess good night all around. We had a rebound from a couple, spins there. I mean, no harm, no foul with Garrett there in the 17. I know it's all part of the game. Just sucks to get spun there. I mean, I felt like I notioned to him that I'm pretty much going to the bottom after I cleared him, and I got shipped, and then I got shifted almost into Alan Wild there. Saved it.
That guy shipped at the ballpark.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of crazy, but I'll P3. I'm a little disappointed it wasn't a win with how many laps we led, but at the end of the day, I guess I can't be too upset. People probably had way worse of a race than I did. So we'll just try to. Where are we going next week?
Texas, thank God.
Okay, well we'll keep the momentum going. P2 last week, P3 this week. We'll keep it up, and we will move on to Texas and hopefully go for a win there.
Well, Mike, I hope this appeases you, and I cannot believe I'm going to say this. I'm glad this is the last short track of the season.
Oh, I love short tracks, but
I didn't love them tonight.
I'm with you on that.
Well, Mike, last question for I let you head out. I know you're a busy man, but last question I got for I let you head out of here. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, hey, like I said, every race can't be a good race. I'm still very grateful to be in this league and very grateful for you to put a broadcast on, even if probably isn't going to be seen by anybody, maybe for the better. But
it's going to get blacklisted. Sorry, Landon, but
yeah, I feel bad for Landon. Won't get to see it, but I'm sure he understands. But yeah, I just want to thank you for having me here. I still do have a blast race around all these guys, and just want to thank the H&W boys for letting me drive with them. They were, they were cheering me on, even though it wasn't a win. They're still really happy for me, and just want to try to get them a win, or even get them better and get them better finishes, because they don't finish where they run. They do run pretty darn good, and the finishes don't show it. But I want to thank them, and well, that's about it for now, I guess.
Well, Mike Hauser, good run tonight. Hopefully better luck next week in Fort Worth, Texas. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of that one.
Hell yeah, thank you, Garrett.
Yes, sir. Casey Sprinkle, Gary James up here in broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, man.
Buddy. God almighty. You know, I don't even know where to begin with this one, so just take us away from the 59's perspective. I will say this, you'll extend the points lead a little bit, a lot over Carson Kenny, but Shane Hart right behind you in fourth. But take us to the night for Casey Sprinkle. What was a very rough and wild night.
I mean, yeah, everyone had a crazy night tonight, especially me, man. Just from the beginning, I was just trying to survive and save my stuff, but then towards the end, I mean, kind of the same way. But I had fun, even though a lot of cautions. I apologize to the people I wrecked when I spun out, self-spun. I just had way too much rear brake bias in it for new tires. Just big apology to all of them guys that got involved in that. I mean, I about had as bad of a race as everyone else, but I mean, hate to see all them cautions, but still glad to get a P2 out of that and just had a blast with all them guys.
Well, buddy, I'm gonna say this. Now, all this, of course, unofficial, as you know, because the penalty system now. Oh boy, we're gonna have a long night in the admin meeting, but right now, unofficially, 16 points over Shane Har with 6 races remaining. Carson Kenny now out by 29. We got a couple wild cards to go. Texas next week. But then, of course, to your specialty, Talladega, week after next. Lime Rock, Darlington Auto Club, of course, Homestead. Is it getting down to the nitty-gritty now for the 59 team to try to pull out all the stops to try to have the next 6 weeks be about as comfortable as they can get.
Yeah, definitely. I just hope the whole field and me can reset after this wild Martinsville race and get back to another clean, good race at Texas, and hopefully we can all finish good and be happy at each other for the rest of the races. I don't think there's any more really short tracks.
No, thank God.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. But, buddy, last thing I got for you before I let you head out here tonight. Anybody want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
All these guys were showing up week in, week out. Got like 25 some people in this one, so thanks to all the guys showing up, even though it was kind of a little bit bad race.
You can say it, trust me.
Yeah. Thank you for putting on the race and broadcasting. To Anthony for race controlling. I mean, they should be getting paid extra for that one.
He will be. He will be. Trust me, he will be. Well, buddy.
And the Jack Shack, thankful to have him as teammates for this one. Landon, good job on his win. He just done a great job there, and I kind of worked well with him, holding the guys off that was on fresher tires than him. Just big congratulations to him on that win. Yeah, pretty much it.
Well, buddy, hell of a job tonight. Casey Sprinkle comes home second from Martinsville. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job.
Yeah, thank you, Garrett.
Yes, sir. All right, we're going to roll through the starting lineup here, or we're going to roll through the final results. Just across top of the board. Landon Velicky, your winner. Casey Sprinkle, Mike Hauser, Shane Har. Devin McDonald, the top 5. Millikar, Farmer, Hammerhand, Williams, Ethan Sikorsky, your top 10. Big Canard, Alan Wild, Trevor Asronoff, Shane Johnson, Jason Williams, the top 15. Bobby Hadaway, Trevor Wilson, Darcy Har, Blake Bozell, Garrett Caswell, your top 20. Joshua Cross, David McCullough, Carson King, Stephen Henning Jr., and Matt Morrison rounds out the 25 car field for tonight. And with that being said, we'll move on to Fort Worth, Texas next week after what has been a hell of a night. And I will see everybody here in a few short hours, or actually about an hour and a half, as a matter of fact, for the Midnight Racing League Contender Series live on PGR Esports. Until then, take it easy and have a good one.